Hey, loan officers, Training Days. No, not the movie. Listen, I know your production is down right now, and I know you have a lot of questions on how to fix it, how to right the ship. Well, since you have free time right now, why don't you do yourself a favor? Click this banner right over there and talk to my friends over at Oaktree. They have account reps who will train you on all of their non-QM products, but more importantly, they'll also show you how to market these to clients and your realtors. You'll pick up business because as the entire industry starts to kind of fall off the cliff, guess who's climbing to the sky right now? It's non-QM loans. So if you have time to lean, you have time to clean, guys. Call these guys with your downtime. Your business will appreciate it. On with the show. So listen up, you need to know this. According to the government-sponsored enterprises, Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac, the United States vacancy rate with our inventory should be at 13%. That's a healthy target number. We ain't there and we ain't even close. In 2018, in order for the United States housing market to have the perfect vacancy rate of 13%, we should have had 140,800,000 homes in the entire United States. We had 138,300,000. That left us short 2.5 million homes. There, my friends, is your inventory shortage. Okay, now moving forward to 2020, we should have had 145 million homes in the United States for the perfect equilibrium of homes. We had 141,200,000 homes. That left us short 3.8 million homes. We've talked about this before. So over those 2 years, we found ourselves buried even deeper with inventory shortages to the tune of an additional 1.3 million homes. Now, do you want to know why your production stinks right now? Do you want to know why 30% of the industry is going to be doing something different 18 months from now? It's not because of rates. It's not regulation. It's inventory. We are going in the wrong direction with our inventory, yet that's exactly what you need. But you need to understand this. Not only are we not building enough homes, but we're building the wrong type of homes. Here's a graph of built new homes that are 1,400 square feet or smaller from 1975 to now. You know, first-time home buyer, affordable homes that allow newly minted adults and newly minted families to punch their ticket to the home ownership game. You notice anything here? We've gone from about 500,000 homes on any given year to about 50,000 homes per year. That's not good either. Here's a quote. Entry-level home construction consistently declined as a share of new construction and is now at a 50-year low. Presumably, we're doing something about this, right? Maybe not. Here's a quote. The United States Census Bureau and HUD have announced that privately owned housing starts for April 2022 were at a seasonally adjusted rate of 1,724,000, which was 0.2% below the revised March estimate of 1,728,000, but 14.6% above the April 2021 rate. And that's about 1,505,000 homes. So, we're building more homes than we were a year ago, but still not enough for us to start digging ourselves out of this inventory hole. Now, why is that? Well, according to George Rate, the chief economist at Realtor.com, new residential construction is running into noticeable headwinds as the Federal Reserve's monetary tightening, while aimed at curbing runaway inflation, increasingly pushes borrowing costs out of reach for millions of buyers. Okay, so rates and inflation are keeping builders from building homes. Now, I gotta tell you, I'm not the smartest person in the world, the sharpest stick out there. Kind of dumb over here, so help me out. Can we not call escalating home prices inflation? I mean, higher costs for gas, food, baby formula, and everything else is inflation. So isn't higher home prices also inflation? Higher rates are inflation, so higher prices for homes is like double inflation in the housing business, right? Again, I'm pretty dumb here, but everybody keeps telling me that inflation is, in part, due to supply line disruptions. Now, I just heard the actual president of the United States tell me this. He said all those chips that we can't get for cars are making cars more expensive. Supply line disruption. And all that grain that's sitting in those Ukrainian silos that we can't get to is making bread more expensive. Inflation. These are supply chain disruptions. Not getting enough of for the demand of any given commodity. That's inflation. So by extension, now follow me here, when new home builders decide to not build enough homes for the supply, they're creating inflation. Then they claim that they're not building homes because of inflation. Again, I'm dumb here, so can you please explain this logic to me? They create inflation by not building homes, and then they say they're not building homes because of inflation. It just doesn't seem to make sense. Anyways, George goes on to say, with mortgage rates surging over 200 basis points in the past 4 months alone, many home shoppers are hitting a hard ceiling on their budgets, and demand for new homes is waning as a result. Now, here's what I don't get. If inflation is keeping builders from building homes, what was their excuse last year or the year before? Because according to the Census Bureau, new residential construction completions, as seen by the green line on this graph, has been largely flat since 2017. So they're not building new homes today with higher rates and higher inflation, but they didn't build homes in lower rate and lower inflation times or any type of times between now and 2017. You know, if I didn't know any better, I'd say these new home builders are behaving like a cartel. You know, where a group of providers for a service of the same product all get together and collude to put caps on their products to control what the price of that product is. You know, like OPEC and gas. Now, if this is the case or not, it really doesn't matter. New home builder pathological behavior to build too few homes and the wrong types of homes over the decades, as I just shown you, has accomplished a very lucrative goal for them, intended or not. That being, as NAR reports in this graph, existing home sales have now reached an astoundingly high average price of $391,200. And even though existing sales have gone down 2.4% in the last month, as long as new home builders limit the number of builds, prices will remain out of reach for aspiring buyers and profits will remain remarkably high for new home builders. You know, when you look at it this way, it kind of seems fixable, don't you think so?